The Times in London says that F1 drivers are now more stylish than footballers. I won't argue with that. There's huge interest in what these men are wearing to the track. So let's take a look at what some of the drivers and a handful of paddock patrons have been spotted in over the past couple of months. I know very little about fashion, so allow me to bring in Dutch fashion follower Rachel Cruikshank.
Hi everyone, it's Rachel, and I'm so incredibly excited to do another F1 fashion review talking about the fashion that we've seen in the paddock since you guys have last seen me.
First up, can we start with Valtteri Bottas's girlfriend, Tiffany Cromwell, seen here in the Azerbaijan capital of Baku.
She is wearing a black ribbed top with frills, a leopard print skirt, alongside Carrera sunglasses and a Fendi baguette sling bag. So during my research, I came across an interview with Bike Radar where she mentioned how much she loves a pop of color in her fashion choices. And this is to no surprise, as quite often we see her wearing pinks, orange and yellows in the paddock and is always shining.
Next up, let's talk about this fella's outfit. This is Ilyas Nadri. Ilyas is not only Pierre Gasly's good friend, but also his brand manager.
He is wearing a Jacquemus grey hoodie, a dark green puffer vest and a Louis Vuitton duffel bag. The duffel bag retails for €2,680, and as we can see here, Nadri is very clearly a very big fan of fashion, as seen by his numerous appearances at many catwalks, shows, and releases of collections. And it just so happens that he actually did attend back in January Louis Vuitton's latest release of their collection.
He's a funny guy, and on the weekends that Kika does attend the track, you'll often see Ilyas escorting Kika around the paddock. One label that is highly visible in the F1 paddock is that of Louis Vuitton.
And as we all know, Lewis Hamilton is one of the biggest fans of the brand, as seen by his outfit on Friday at the Baku GP, where he was wearing full Louis Vuitton by Chrome Delane. And in this outfit, he is wearing an all denim gray jacket with patchwork, creating a very animated face. So this outfit comes from Louis Vuitton's fall 2023 collection, which was very much based on the idea of childhood and growing up. And I think this outfit must very much resonate with Lewis Hamilton, who for years has credited his childhood as being something that was so influential and so important in his drive and key into Formula One. And so I think it's really sweet that we as the fans get to see this outfit. But what's also quite special is that this outfit hasn't actually been released yet to the general public. So it's quite nice that we in the F1 world get to see this outfit just a little bit quicker and a little bit sooner than everyone else in the world.
For those of you new to the sport, the drivers will often wear street gear when they come into the track on various days. Someone like a Lewis Hamilton, he wears street gear. Well, it's not so much street gear as high-end fashion on all of the days. Zhou Guanyu, typically only on a Thursday. Pierre Gasly this year is wearing more and more street fashion. And of course, he has no clothing sponsor like he did last year with AlphaTauri, so he's free to wear what he wants to some degree. Now, often the teams will say you must wear team kit on certain days. And if you look at Lewis Hamilton when he comes in, on his days, very quickly he changes into Mercedes shirts, but he always wears the pants of the outfit that he's worn in earlier in the day when he's got the team shirt on. Let's go back to Miami, and this post here was one of my most popular for that race.
We have Kika wearing a strapless white cocktail dress, carrying a Christian Dior handbag with blue embroidered details, which goes around €3,275, and finishing the look off with Ray-Ban sunglasses. So for those of you who follow her, you may know that she is a huge fan of Ray-Ban, constantly wearing them in her posts or her stories. So if you're looking for a pair of sunglasses and you like Kika's look, maybe you'd be into it. And to the right, we have Pierre Gasly, who is wearing an Amiri sweater, which goes around €1,200, with animated details from the state of California. And moving on to the Sunday of the Miami GP, over here we have Charles Leclerc, who is wearing something a little different from what we usually see from him, where we usually see him wearing red on quali and race days. But over here, he is wearing a full Namiya set, a blue silk jacket, and ocean pattern pants. This comes from their spring-summer 2022 collection, and the jacket retails for $1,050.
And when I saw him come through the swipe gates in the stadium, I instantly knew this would be a big picture. We don't often see Charles wearing this sort of outfit. Had he have come in the other swipe gates where almost all of the photographers were stationed, it would have been a right royal bun fight and a media scrum. But I had him pretty much to myself along with a few other photographers. While we're talking about the Monegasque, let's jump to the Monaco GP,
where we were introduced to Alexandra Milena St. Mula, who is the girlfriend to Charles Leclerc. At the Monaco GP, she was wearing Charouz, who is a Spanish designer and an Ibiza brand, where she was wearing a black lacy dress and silver jewelry. As we can see here, she actually went viral following on from her appearance on Sunday, where many were inquiring where her white, long, backless flowy dress was from, to which the own brand itself went and shouted her out and stated that the dress was theirs and that they were very proud to see it on her, to which the brand was also one that fellow WAG Kika is working on right now. So as a new WAG, I'm sure we're all excited to see Alexandra at later races and to see what else she's going to wear in the paddock.
George Russell was also joined by his girlfriend Carmen in the paddock that weekend. They arrived by boat on all of the days and they'd make about a 60-metre walk up a jetty into the paddock. And Rachel, what was Carmen wearing?
She was wearing an ALC wrap dress, a green Bottega bag, which is actually quite popular amongst many of the WAGs, as well as many of the fans who attend in the paddock. And she finishes off the look with shoes from Dior. So for those of you who may or may not know, Carmen actually does have a stylist named Nat Rosenfeld, to which the both of them have been working together for years. Carmen is incredibly popular with her fashion sense, and in fact, many take inspiration from her.
In that Times article that appeared on June 18, Zhou Guanyu was given headline status with Lewis Hamilton. And for good reason, he's an ambassador for Dior Men and is willing to go out on a limb when it comes to fashion. Rachel, please talk us through this outfit which he wore into the track on the Thursday of the Spanish GP.
He was wearing full Christian Dior, where he was wearing a grey jacket with heart details on the front and the back, alongside a Dior spelt-out necklace.
And not only is Zhou an ambassador for Dior, he also has a deal with Lululemon. And at the recent Canadian Grand Prix, I was surprised to see him wearing this Lululemon outfit. He has his fingers in many pies. If you'd like to see all of my pictures of all of the drivers over the past 6 years, it's simple. Go to prostarpics.com and search by their name. At the end of this video, why not head over to kimillman.com, where you'll find my F1 photo books, signed prints by drivers and team principals, merchandise and wall art, and for my best images live from the track and during the week. Instagram's the place, at Kim Illman. Thanks for watching and stay passionate. If you head to kimillman.com, you'll find my F1 wall art, photo books, ice machine. No, I have to wait.